Gusto mo din ba maging online freelancer? Laptop lifestyle, nasa beach, no? Get rich quick. Daming pera, sports car and all. Pero in reality, ang pagiging online freelancer ay hindi ganun kadali. To tell you bit of a story about myself, no? Nag-start ako mag-freelance 2019 before magkaroon ng pandemic. Turns out, naging successful naman sa aking mga career. So, I'm here to share to you the 31 lessons that have made me a dangerous freelancer. Ba't ako may espada kasi dangerous nga di ba? Here's no BS, no fluff, no garbage advice kung gusto mo mag-start ng isang freelancing career. Number 1, motivation fades. Workflows, sprint results. Alam naman natin, kilala nyo na ba yung mga modern na motivational speaker na pag nag-meditate ka, magkakaroon ka ng 1,000,000, i-affirm mo lang yung sarili mo. Well, guess what? Kahit anong basa natin, kahit anong motivation natin sa sarili natin, kung hindi tayo uma-action, wala rin yan. So, mas okay na may maayos kang workflow, may maayos kang habit kung gusto mo talagang magkaroon ng magandang results. Number 2, confidence is earned through execution, not affirmations. Siguro narinig nyo na tong advice na to, na every morning haharap ka sa salamin mo tapos sasabihin mo, you are great, you are amazing, kaya mo yan, yayaman ka. Kahit gawin mo yan maghapon, kahit gawin mo yan 24 hours, 7 days a week, kung hindi ka rin naman a-action, wala pa rin namang mangyayari. Kasi confidence is earned through execution and not affirmations. Kung ginagawa mo yung work mo every morning, maghapon, alam mo sa sarili mo, hindi mo dinadaya, sunod ka sa plans mo, doon ka magkakaroon ng confidence. Number 3, your time is not free. Start acting like it. I see so many online freelancers na pumapayag lang sila ng OTY or pumapayag sila na wala silang ginagawa or pumapayag sila na kinukuha lang sila ng hindi sila nababayaran, no? Pwedeng hindi ka pa talaga nababayaran. Yung oras mo ay sobrang valuable. It's not free. It's not for everyone to waste. So start acting like it. Number 4, thinking you're not yet ready is the most expensive thought in your head. Lahat ng tao nagsisimula sa step 1. Lahat ng tao nagsisimula na hindi ready. And actually, there's no such thing as fully ready. We can never be fully ready. When I started my business, hindi pa ako ready. Nung naging tatay ako, hindi pa ako ready. Nung pumasok ako sa school, hindi pa ako ready. Nung pumunta ako sa gym, hindi pa ako ready. Nung lumaban ako ng boxing, hindi pa ako ready. Laging hindi tayo ready. Well, guess what? If you start delaying your actions just because you think na hindi ka pa ready, that's the most expensive thought in your head. So I'm sure may mga ideas kayo, may mga businesses kayo na naisip na a few years ago. Just imagine if you were able to start that business a few years ago. Gaano na kaya kayo kalayo ngayon? No, ako medyo may pinagsisisihan ko. Matagal ko ng planong i-start yung Accelerate Digital Marketing. Parang 3 years ago na. Ngayon, wala pa tayong 1 taon, pero nakita mo naman, sobrang dami na nating students. So imagine kung nag-start pa ako 3 years ago, siguro sobrang laki ko na ngayon, no? Siguro sobrang yaman ko na. Siguro may Bugatti na rin ako. Anyways, thinking you're not yet ready, it's the most expensive thought in your head. Number 5, the truth will offend the lazy people. Say it anyway. Huwag tayong tamad. Huwag tayong tamad. If you're telling the truth and sinasabi mo siya, ma-offend talaga yung mga tao. Even with my experience, no, with my credibility, still some people get offended dun sa mga strategies na tinuturo ko dahil unorthodox or hindi pa nila naririnig. Well, guess what? I say it anyway because I'd rather inspire 1 people and offend 10 people than not inspire that 1 person. So I'm living and I make sure na I say it anyways just for that 1 person na marinig. And malay mo, mabago yung buhay niya, di ba? Dahil sa sinabi ko. Who knows? So the truth will offend lazy people, but just say it anyway. That's normal. Number 6, every broke marketer has a content calendar. Very few have an offer that converts. Medyo magyayabang na ako ng konti. Pasensyahan na. Syempre, ang tinuturo ko ay pag-advertise at pagmamarket. Dapat meron naman akong patunay. Siguro sabihin niya kung makaka-relate kayo. Maraming mga content creators, maraming mga influencers ang nagsasabi na, ay, may followers ako pero hindi ko ma-convert into sales. No, ang konti ng sales ko, hindi ko ma-monetize yung mga followers ko. Ibig sabihin, mas marami silang followers compared sa kanilang mga sales. And actually, medyo mag-flex ako ng konti dahil mas marami pa yung students ko kesa sa followers ko. I have over around 5,000 students na ang bumili ng aking mga workshops and courses, and ang followers ko lang sa Facebook ay 2,700. So, mas marami akong customers kesa sa followers. And it's because I have an offer that converts. Followers are are vanity metrics. Hindi siya ganun ka-importante kung gusto mo talagang kumita online. So, focus on creating an offer that converts. Number 7, most people aren't failing. They're just distracted. And sorry, guilty rin ako nito kasi kaya hindi ko rin naman na-start yung business ko a few years ago dahil distracted ako. Distracted ako saan? Video games, pag-inom, distracted ako. Nag-ML ako Ilang oras ang nilalaan ko sa pag-ML. Plus, hindi lang yon. Also, yung mga courses na binibili natin, yung mga influencers na pinapakinggan natin, most of them are just distraction. Bakit? Kasi may tinatawag tayong shiny object syndrome or yung lagi nating hinahabol, yung panibagong course, panibagong opportunity. So, nadidistract pa tayo instead na mag-focus na lang tayo doon sa path na pinili natin, doon sa career na pinili natin, naliligaw pa tayo ng landas. And ito pa ang masama. We thought na nakakatulong sa atin yung mga panibagong courses na yun. Well, in reality, they're just distractions. Number 8, ito, medyo technical muna tayo. So, gagamitin natin ito pula. Technical lesson. You can't scale what you haven't proven. Most of the marketers that I see, pagdating sa Facebook ads, very trigger happy sila na, gumana sa 500 pesos per day. Try kaya natin ng 10,000 pesos per day. That's not how it works. You can't scale what you haven't proven. So, make sure na you work it out. Stable siya. Maganda yung result sa mababang budget. And pag okay siya sa mababang budget, then you can scale it to a bigger budget as slowly as possible or as slowly as you can. Number 9, be more dangerous with your skill set than loud with your words. Ouch! Ako to, tinamaan ako. Medyo maingay kasi talaga ako before. Medyo marami akong sinasabi. When I tried to focus down, when I tried to improve my skill set, tried to improve my credibility, that's where I was able to unlock all of the possibilities. Most of us, marami tayong mga sinasabi. Alam nyo naman yan, pag nagiinuman, lahat ng tao nagiging presidente ng Pilipinas pag nagiinuman. Pag ako mga ginagawa ko. Sorry sa term pero ito, lagi ko naririnig na, pag ako yumaman, ganito ko gagastusin yung pera ko. Pag ako yumaman, blah, 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 blah. Guys, if we are really smart enough, diba, we can make that change in our lives. So, the lesson here is, focus on improving yourself, focus on improving with your skill set, than having a loud mouth. Number 10, ito, customers are more valuable than followers. I mean, hindi ko alam baka kayo gusto nyo lang kasing sumikat, ayaw nyo namang kumita. Ako kasi wala naman akong paki sa followers. Ang pakialam ko pera, money. Mukha akong pera So I prefer customers more than followers. Followers are vanity metrics. Sure, you can monetize followers, but if they're already customers, diba, you don't have to monetize them in the first place. 11, execution kills doubt. Start before you are ready. If you kept on overthinking, masyado kayo nagpaplano, diba, yung mga doubt sa isipan nyo, paano kung hindi mag-work, paano kung mag-work, paano kung ano mangyari, paano kung bigla akong sumabog na lang dito. Just start before you feel ready and you'll find the correct path along the way. Ano sabi ni Tyler Durden? Sabi niya, don't strive to be perfect. You have to know how to adapt. Ganun din, when you're thinking of starting a plan or starting a business or starting another career, just start. And then, may mga ma-encounter kang roadblocks, may mga ma-encounter kang problems, just navigate your way all throughout. Number 12, if you hesitate, someone less talented will take your spot. And that's very true in any scenario, corporate man yan or online freelancing or career. Again, life is a competition. Lahat ng mga gusto natin, gusto rin ng iba. Yung pera na gusto natin, gusto rin kunin ng iba. Yung client na gusto natin, gusto rin kunin ng iba. So, life is a competition. If you hesitate, if we slow down, someone less talented will take our spot. And yun ang nakakalungkot na reality. At the same time, this is also advantageous for you. If you think that you're not talented enough, just be faster, just be quick, just don't hesitate, and you will easily overtake someone who are more talented than you. Ako, hindi naman ako personally super talented compared ng iba sa karamihan. Hindi naman ako pinanganak na mayaman, hindi naman ako college graduate, although may itsura lang talaga. Hindi, joke. Hindi naman ako ganun ka-talented ng katulad ng iba. Just because di ako nag-hesitate, I was able to do things quickly, and I am currently here on my position. Number 13, an unclear offer is an invisible invisible offer. Daming nagpapa one-on-one sa akin, nagsasubmit ng mga funnels nila. And guess what? Pag nire-review ko yung funnels nila, hindi ko maintindihan kung ano yung product nila. Ano bang binibenta mo? Ano bang solution yung sinusolve mo? Ano ba yung offer mo? Masyadong marami mabubulaklak na word. 25-step landing page solution that gives blah blah blah. Hindi ko maintindihan. Hindi siya malinaw. So, ang number one motto ko pagdating sa advertising, it should be clear. It should be direct to the point. Kaya makita nyo lahat ng mga ads ko, direct to the point. Ito yung babayaran nyo, ito yung makukuha nyo kapalit, ito yung matututunan nyo, ito yung hindi nyo matututunan. So, an unclear offer is an invisible offer. So, try to make your offers as simple as possible. Number 14, your first funnel should be ugly and profitable, not perfect and dead. If you spent a lot of time working on your design and working on your automations and all, wala talagang mangyayari dyan. Just launch your funnel, kahit na pangit yan, as long as profitable, that's good enough. Most of my funnels, especially nung nag-start ako, nung wala pa akong designer, most of them are trash, as in ugly, hindi aesthetic. Pero, klaro yung message, malinaw. Hindi naman nag-start yung Accelerate Digital Marketing na maganda agad yung funnels eh. Hindi, text lang yan as in black and white tas may mga highlights lang na pula. And some of my funnels ganun pa rin naman ang itsura nila up until ngayon. Pero it doesn't matter to me kahit pangit siya as long as it's profitable, kumikita and live. Kesa naman mag-overthink ako and gawin ko siyang perfect. Pero hindi naman siya na-execute ng tama. 15. No automation can save a bad offer. Ito, gagawin ko, dadalawa yung espada ko kayo kasi sobrang dami kong students nakikita nagkakamali sa ganito. Gusto nilang mag-launch agad ng mga automations. Gusto nila, hindi na sila magsasagot ng inquiry, hindi na sila magsasagot sa messenger, gagawa na lang sila ng automation, funnels, landing pages, and all. Ang tanong ko sa kanila, yung offer mo ba nagko-convert? Kung hindi nga natin mabenta yung offer natin sa messenger, how much more mabebenta natin siya sa landing page? Yung landing page, hindi naman yung nag-iisip. Tayo sa messenger, di ba, inquiry, pwede nating bentahan yung mga kliyente natin, pwede natin silang i-assist. Sa landing page, hindi naman natin magagawa yun eh. The reality is, a landing page cannot convert more than an actual human being na nagtatype. Kasi sino mas magaling magbenta? Ikaw na tao? O yung landing page na hindi naman sumasagot ng mga tanong? Of course, mas magaling tayong magbenta. Now, does it mean na hindi na tayo gumamit dapat ng landing page? Kailangan pa rin natin gumamit ng landing page kasi at some point, hindi na natin kayang i-assist yun lahat or hindi na natin kayang sagutin lahat ng inquiries. So, tsaka tayo pwedeng gumamit ng automation. Pero kung sa messenger nga, struggling pa, wala pa nga customers, wala pa nga nai-interest, wala pa nga mga actual buyers, then no amount of automation or no amount of tools can save your offer. Number 17, most failed businesses were never businesses. They are just ideas without infrastructure. Sorry to tell you, but most of the businesses are just ideas na hindi maayos yung infrastructure. A business is an entity or something that can operate even without you. Ako nga, medyo hesitant nga akong tawaging business yung Accelerate Digital Marketing kasi pag nawala ako sa Accelerate Digital Marketing, paano na? Hindi nyo naman ako sigurong kayang palitan dito. Sino bang pwede mag-shoot bukod sa akin? Even me, and even if medyo malaki na yung organization na hindi pa siya fully maituturing na business kasi hindi pa siya mag-ooperate kung hindi ako nag-exist. Same thing with some local businesses na nakaasa pa rin with the owner. Kasi dahil wala pa siyang structure, they're simply ideas. So don't worry, kung meron kang mag-fail na business, probably it might not be a real business. It's just an idea na wala pang infrastructure. Number 18, stop trying to be viral and start being valuable. So, hindi ko alam kung ang goal nyo is maging entertainer or maging comedian. Of course, pwede naman kayo maging viral. Pero madali maging viral, guys. Sobrang dali maging viral. Bibigyan ko kayo ng example, What if may video ako? Mag-launch ako ng video na kumakain ako ng tae dyan sa kalsada. Di ba mag-viral ako? Halimbawa, bigla ako nanuntok ng cashier. Bigla binidyohan ko. Mag-viral ako. Kaya lang, am I being valuable sa pagiging viral? Kung gusto mo lang naman sumikat, sige, you can strive to be viral. But if you want to leave a longer lasting impact or make a lot of money online, then stop trying to be viral and start being valuable. 19. Traffic means nothing if you can convert. I see so many people na nagrarun sila ng traffic campaign or nagrarun sila ng website clicks. Guys, kung hindi naman magko-convert yan, useless yan. Traffic is a commodity. You can buy unlimited traffic. Paano? Punta ka sa Facebook, mag-run ka ng traffic campaign. Sobrang daming clicks na makukuha mo. Traffic is a commodity. Kaya lang, kung wala ka namang nako-convert dun sa traffic na yun, useless lang yun. Useless. So, stop trying to attract traffic and start trying to attract customers. 20. The market does not reward effort, only clarity, speed, and results. Here's the sad truth, no? Walang may pake if tayo ang pinaka-hardworking sa lahat. If you're trying to sell something like this na, oh guys, bumili na kayo ng product ko, I spent a lot of time, pinaghirapan ko talaga to, sobrang dami ko effort na ginawa dito, hinila ko ang buwan para lang magawa ko itong product na to, so please, bilhin nyo na. Guess what? The market does not care how much effort you put into developing your product. Kung hindi malinaw yung offer niyan, kung wala yung results na pinapromise or wala yung ginaguarantee doon sa mga bibili, wala rin namang bibili yan. So, the market does not reward effort. It rewards clarity, speed, gaano kabilis ba ma-achieve yung transformation using your product, and of course, the actual results na na-generate nung product na yan. 21. A good offer with average ads will still make money, and a bad offer with great ads will bleed you dry. No amount of ads can save a bad offer. Halimbawa, sobrang ganda ng ads mo, very clickbait siya. Kaya lang pagpunta sa landing page, ang pangit ng offer, hindi naman strong, hindi naman malinaw. Do you think people will buy? Pa-exit lang sila dun sa landing page mo. May maganda kang offer, samahan mo ng okay, decent, clear na ads, it will still make you money. Pero kung hindi maganda ang offer, talo ka, malulugi ka. So it means, when you're launching a funnel, think of your offer first. 22. Clarity is the most underrated form of persuasion. It's perhaps my best marketing skill. Clarity. O, pansinin niyo yung mga ads ko, malinaw. Direct to the point. Minsan, sinasabi ko na nga yung totoo. Sinasabi ko na rin kung ano yung upsell ko. Sinasabi ko na rin kung ano yung mga plano ko, paano ko sila i-remarket. Full clarity is very underrated. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, sobrang daming fake, sobrang daming scam, sobrang daming too good to be true. Kung ikaw ay clear sa message mo, kung ikaw ay transparent, kung ikaw ay honest, malaking chance na ma-persuade mo yung karamihan. Number 23. Say what everyone's thinking but no one's brave enough to post. Maraming takot mabash. Guess what, guys? Normal lang ang mabash. Kahit nag-donate ka ng 1 million sa charity, mababash ka pa rin. Kahit tumulong ka sa mahirap, mababash ka pa rin. Bumili ka ng sports car, mababash ka pa rin kasi masyado ka daw materialistic. Wala kang sports car, sasabihin nila, sino ka ba? Ba't wala kang sports car? Tatandaan nyo, guys, sa online world, walang ligtas. Kahit anong gawin mo, mababash ka pa rin ng tao. Therefore, say what everyone's thinking but no one's brave enough to post. Normal lang ang mabash, guys. Worst case scenario, i-hide mo, i-block mo yung mga pambabash o pagko-comments nila. Number 24. You are the algorithm. Teach it who you are. Maraming gusto mag-start ng online career nila or maging influencer online. I'm not really an influencer. No? I have an online business. But when it comes to my profile, while people resonate with me and why they are buying my products, kasi I show social media who I really am. Kung sino ako as a person, na mahilig ako mag-boxing, makita mo mga videos ng boxing, ini-integrate ko sa mahilig ako sa fitness, ini-integrate ko siya. Minsan nagigitara ako nakita nyo sa likod, may mga video ako na naggigitara din naman ako, may mga video nagsasalita ako, nagjo-joke ako, nagko-comedy ako, nag-workshop ako, everything. It's me. When you follow me on social media, by the way, follow nyo yung page ko. When you follow me on social media, you will know who I really am, kung sino talaga ako as a person. Don't get stuck in thinking na, niche ko kasi puro ganito lang ako gumagawa lang kasi ako ng mga cup hindi naman ako nagdo-drawing I mean, who cares? It's you. That's your page. You are the algorithm. Teach it who you are and you will attract your right people. 25. Build systems first and go viral later. Again, babalik tayo sa lesson. Virality is useless. Virality is useless. Kung hindi ka makakapag-convert, kung wala kang maayos na system, kahit gaano ka pa ka-viral, babalik nga tayo sa example. Kung kumain ako ng tayo sa labas. Hindi naman ako magiging milyonaryo, pero magva-viral ako. 26. Your job is not to be relatable. Your job is to be remembered. Sometimes may mga tao na hindi naman talaga relatable. For example, may nakita ako nagfe-flex ng sports car. Hindi naman ako makarelate kasi wala naman akong sports car. Pero naalala ko siya and nakapag-inspire siya sa akin. So your job is not always to be relatable. Your job is to be remembered. 27. If your content does not repel the wrong people, it won't attract the right one. I know this personally kasi when I was starting out, sobrang daming hate comments sa mga posts. As in, sobrang dami mo nang babasya. Sino ka ba? Who are you? Eventually, after some time, nawala na lang sila. Yan ang mga nagko-comments, most of them are positive na. Dati, madalas siya as in everyday. Pero ngayon, wala na, naubos na. Bakit? Kasi the algorithm knew how to find the right people that will resonate with my message, that will resonate with my lessons. My content repelled the wrong people. Sana binlock nila ako or in-unfollow nila. That's fine. That's normal. Kasi it means that I'm slowly attracting the right ones. In life or in content, you can't please everyone. If you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. So, just be real with whatever your message is and it will attract the right people. 28! To. Scammer ka ba? Scammer ka ba? This is for you. Kung scammer ka, very good. De, joke lang. Scammers use great systems with bad intent. We use the same system to help people or be one of the ethical ones. Although hindi naman ako nagbabait-baitan sa social media and hindi naman ako nagpapanggap na sobrang bait kong tao. Pero hindi ako scammer. Hindi ako nanloloko ng kapwa. Actually, aaminin ko na I've been behind the scenes kasi. I've run ads for some of these people. Some of these influencers na talagang kung mag-isip sila on how to convince people will be borderline manipulation or something. I've been behind the scenes. I've worked some of these ads and these people, they just care about selling their products. Ang gusto i-point out yung mga scammers na to, yung mga masasamang loob na to, they have the great systems. Ang galing nila. Sa psychology, grabe, sobrang galing magbebenta ng pangako and all. Sobrang galing nila dito. Now, one of my purpose is to share these techniques with you, mga natutunan ko rin from negative sources, mga natutunan ko rin from other people, tinuturo ko sa inyo kasi I want you to use the same system to help people. Kasi if you really believe that your products are amazing, your products are transformative, then it's your responsibility to sell them. So ako, may mga products ako, I fully believe in my heart and my soul na yung mga products ko ay malaking tulong for Filipino freelancers. That's why it's my responsibility to sell them. Kasi I fully believe na malaking tulong yun sa kanila. Kasi if hindi nyo bibilin yung mga products ko, for sure, bibili rin naman kayo ng ibang mga products. And what if yung iba na yun, ni-scam lang kayo? Lesson 28, sana maintindihan ninyo na yung mga masasamang loob, ang gagaling nila. Dapat tayong mga medyo mababait. We use the same to help other people. 29, there's no such thing as too early to start, only too late. Hindi ko na i-explain yan. Lagi tayong hindi ready. Wala naman talagang taong fully ready. There's no such thing as too early or masyado pang maaga, hindi pa to para for me. It's only too late. The best time to start is actually yesterday. The second best time is today. Number 30, your brand is your weapon. Treat it with precision. Let's say your personal brand, your name. Make sure na malinis yung brand or malinis yung pangalan mo. Kasi pag nadumihan yan, pag namantsahan yan, mahirap nang ma-rescue. Same thing with brand. Naaalala nyo pa ba yung toyo na panis noon? Diba? Years ago, hindi ko napapangalanan yung brand. Naging panis, nakakalason siya a few years ago. O kabataan natin. Sabihin nyo nga kung naaalala nyo pa, may toyong ganun. Ano nangyari? Nahirapan na sila although nakabawi sila kahit papano, pero naaalala pa rin ng tao yun nangyari. So your brand is one of your weapons. So treat it with precision. Alagaan nyo yung pangalan ninyo and alagaan nyo yung brand ninyo. And huwag kayo magpo-promote ng sugal. Number 31, your funnel isn't broken, your positioning is. Pag maayos yung positioning mo, maayos yung offer mo, kahit yung funnel mo hindi masyadong kagandahan, magagana pa rin yan. Rarely na broken yung funnel. Ang may problem is yung positioning. How do you position your products? Your product should be the bridge between your customer's current state and their desire. So, meron silang point A, nandito sila ngayon, and point B, ito yung gusto nilang ma-achieve. So, your product should be the bridge. Product positioning nyo, dapat kayo yung solution. Kayo yung bridge kung ano yung gusto nila, tsaka kung ano yung meron sila ngayon. I hope you enjoyed my 31 lessons that have made me a dangerous freelancer. If you've watched this video all the way to the end, let me know nga in the chat. Ask me any questions in the chat. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to follow my page and magkita-kita tayo sa susunod, guys. Let's go!